Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk women's soccer. And with us, head coach Andy McCaslin. And coach, first of all, welcome back to the show.
Appreciate you having me.
Obviously, last time we talked, you were just coming off the season opening weekend at home, and it's been a long stretch on the road here over the past couple weeks. But you've got to be excited with the way your team has played. Winners of 6 straight out here.
Yeah, the team's done really well so far. We split that opening weekend and have rattled off 5 since then. So it's been good in terms of getting the team in a good spot morale-wise, and getting some kids a lot of minutes and getting a lot of different goal scorers, and it's been fun to win games. And that's one of the things that we talk about in the program is getting off to as many good starts as we can, getting as many results as we can, and positioning ourselves for the postseason.
This past week, a busy stretch. You had a Tuesday game, neutral site game against Illinois Springfield down in Hammond, Indiana, got a 2-0 win, and then came back on Friday at Saginaw Valley State and a 2-1 win in non-conference action against the Cardinals.
Yeah, so on Tuesday we went down to Purdue Northwest and played Illinois Springfield. It was a good game for us, for them. We were fortunate to score early and have the ability to kind of see that game out. Springfield's a good opponent. They're going to do well in the GLVC. So for us to get, it was kind of a weird midweek game, the third game in 5 days, and so for us to answer the bell that way, it was really nice and really good for the girls to come out and take care of the day.
Obviously, after the win over Saginaw then on Friday, you came back on Sunday and took on Davenport down in the Grand Rapids area. And as we go to some of the highlights, got off to a good start again in the first half. Carly Dubert with the first half goal.
Yeah, on that game on Friday was awesome. For us to go in and into Saginaw, nationally ranked, and take care of business there, that was great. A good team in Saginaw. So the opportunity to let down a little bit was there on Sunday, but I thought the girls answered the bell and did a really good job.
So you mentioned you get off to a 1-0 lead here in the first half, and recent games, getting that early goal and getting that lead at halftime has been a big key for you.
It has been. We've kind of jumped on teams and we're able to get out and talk about seeing games out. And the next step for us is to, one, finish more of our chances. We created a ton of opportunities both on Friday and Sunday, but especially on Sunday we can do a little better in front of the goal. But then the other thing is we've got to keep teams out. We've got to make it almost personal when they score against us and not let that happen. So, when you don't finish your chances and teams do, you've got yourself a little bit of a battle. And Kenz was able to seal this game here with that goal. And then unfortunately we gave up this PK right away, and can't fault Gator for that. She did her best on that.
Obviously, you mentioned the goalkeeper right there, and you've been able to utilize 3 different goalkeepers here throughout the year, and all have been successful for you.
Yeah, we've had really great goalkeeping. That's a testament to Stacy and the job she does with the goalkeeping crew. I think I would be remiss to say that anybody in the league would be very flattered and very fortunate to have the goalkeeping core that we have. Anybody can step in on any given day and really do a good job based on what the game gives us.
2-1 the final score on Sunday against Davenport, and now you start conference play. Those were both matches against conference opponents, but non-conference contests. Now you start conference play, but back on the road. Long road trip to the Michigan's Upper Peninsula this weekend.
Yeah, so this last stretch of 5 games has been on the road, so we're well practiced at how the road trip works. Now the intensity gets ramped up a little bit, so we've got to set aside that first portion of the year. The goal was to position ourselves to be in the hunt for the national tournament. We've done that, so now we have to go and take care of business in the league, and we understand that going forward we're going to see a great Tech team and a great Northern team this weekend, and we've got to go into 2 tough environments and go see if we can find some victories.
Obviously, on Friday night, you open it up at Michigan Tech. Tough place to play at Sherman Field under the lights. What does it take to maybe pull out a win at Michigan Tech on Friday?
Yeah, you got to be tough. They're a group that loves to tackle. They love to play, and they show a little differently than we've seen so far. So we're going to have to get back to it this week and kind of sort them out. But it's a good place to play. Good environment. Night game. We don't get many of those, so that's going to be fun for the kids, and figure out how that day looks and go from there. But good opponents this weekend. You know, we can't take either of them lightly, and we've got to be prepared and go and handle some business.
I know 2 big ones this weekend, and not looking ahead, but how exciting will it be to be back at home the following week over homecoming weekend?
Yeah, it'll be nice. You know, we haven't been home for homecoming in a number of years, so for us to be able to do that, and on that Sunday, we're going to be able to honor the 20th season and have as many alumni back as want to come. So they should have gotten an email so far. So we're getting RSVPs for that event on Sunday, and we're going to have a nice meal afterward and really welcome everybody back, because we're a family and we're here because of the groundwork that they've laid. So that's going to be great to be home for that weekend and rest the travel legs a little bit and let the buses cool down a little bit from all the miles we put on them.
I know through 7 games here, you've been able to play a number of younger kids. Talk about how some of your freshmen have adjusted here to the college game early on.
Yeah, so you know, we've had a couple kids score some goals that that have been great. So Gracie and Pia have done a good job of scoring, and you know, we've had a number of kids step onto the field and really contribute. So it's been awesome for us to be able to play a lot of players and get a lot of solid minutes from a lot of people. So you know, and one of the best things about this group is that nobody cares who gets the credit. You know, we just want to do whatever it takes to get the job done, and so far they've done a really good job.
You mentioned you've been able to play a lot of players and obviously a large roster. How has that depth helped you and will help you moving forward here during the conference season?
Absolutely. So the ability to save legs throughout the year is huge. So when you get to game 18 or 19 or 20, you're really at game 14, 15 for some kids, or maybe even 10 or 12 for some kids. So the ability for the next kid to step up and say, it's my turn, I'm gonna take my shot and I'm gonna contribute the best I can, that's helpful, you know. And when we can get everybody on board with that mindset and understand that everybody has a role and has a very important role, we're gonna be, you know, well ahead. So it's good with the group right now. We've got a big roster and a lot of really talented players who can help us at any given moment.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the fantastic start, 6-1, and best of luck as you travel to the Upper Peninsula for 2 matches this weekend.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.